Yeah, you're with DXB today. I do hope that you're enjoying the show thus far. We're delving a little deeper into all things beauty, looking at the beauty trends that are doing the rounds at the moment, but also charting the growth of the beauty industry here in the region. And it's time now to find out what beauty trends are making waves right now. The lady in the know, finger on the pulse, is the editor-in-chief of SheerLuxe Middle East, Tamara Jebbit, who joins us now live on the show. Thanks so much indeed for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
I mean, just to go back to a point we were making with Ravi a few minutes ago, I mean, times were when the industry here used to look outwards to international brands and international larger corporations, etc., and bring those brands in. And yet now it seems that there really is this homegrown nucleus of talent, and more people are looking into the Middle East for the next trends. Is that fair?
Absolutely, that is 100% accurate. I think beauty in the Middle East has always been prominent. We've seen it because we have the kuhl, we have fragrance. I mean, it's a huge fragrance place. We have oud here. So beauty has always existed in the region, but it wasn't as celebrated or looked at. And now, I mean, the rise of beauty brands from the region is amazing, and we see that so much now. And we see brands that are doing things that are global, not just on a Middle East scale, but globally, and it's so amazing to see. Yeah.
Tamara, I want to know more about your concept and how you started it, why you started it, and where it is today. How's the growth been?
Yeah, sure. So I work for a media company called SheerLuxe, and SheerLuxe has been around for 18 years in the UK. And we actually celebrated our second birthday yesterday.
Congratulations.
So yeah, SheerLuxe Middle East turned 2. So we launched SheerLuxe Middle East 2 years ago, and Georgie, who's our Georgie Coleridge-Cole, who's our founder and CEO, started off as just a newsletter, because she was in the know and people were like, oh, where'd you get this top, and where'd you buy this outfit from, and where'd you go to dinner? And so she just started a newsletter, and it just spiraled into a multimedia brand. And we cover bases across fragrance, makeup, skincare, fashion, lifestyle, tech. It's an amazing platform. And so we launched SheerLuxe Middle East with the intention to bring that to the region and to really localize it as well. So I'm spearheading that in the region.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Hey, so I had a quick one for you. When it comes to social media, how important do you think it is for a brand to be existent on social media, like an Instagram, like a TikTok, when you're targeting the young consumers today?
So that question is really interesting, because you can ask that question, let's say 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when there was the rise of social media, even before that, and you're like, how important is it? You can say right off the bat, it's important for you to be present. It's important for your brand to exist. But now you need to go a step further, and it's important to actually have more storytelling, and brand founder facing is actually more important. So yes, it's important, absolutely, but to get really even more into it with the new generation is actually having the brands be the face, having a face for the brands, and then also having maybe team members be part of the brand. That's something we do at SheerLuxe a lot. We have editor-led content, which means that you get not only the amazing content that we produce, which is on across fashion, beauty, lifestyle, but you also have our editors who are also our faces. So let's say I'm, what I'm wearing, what I like to do, and where I like to go for coffee. And so if you connect with people on that level, and the new generation on that level, you get even more awareness and even more of a touch point with your audience.
Tamara, you're the best person to ask this question about the latest trends. Which ones are here to stay and which ones are about to pass, right? I recently had some of my lip fillers dissolve, not all, some of it dissolve, because that big puffy lip trend is gone. So a lot of beauty trends today seem to be quite short-lived, and at the same time, we are also guilty of looking pretty samey these days. You know what I mean? I think we've lost authenticity and our own individual unique factor. And don't get me wrong, I'm guilty. I'm part of the problem very much. So I just wanted to ask you, what do you think are some of the new trends that are slowly picking up, and which ones are gone?
Yeah, that's also really interesting, because you're right. I mean, the whole filled face look, it's still something that's appreciated in the region. I still find that it's still something that people love to gravitate towards, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that if that something makes people feel confident, that's what they should do. But individuality, I think, is something something that's on the rise. Being able to express yourself and be comfortable with your own skin. I also feel that the Western markets are doing a lot of a rise on clean girl aesthetic. And that doesn't necessarily work in our region because we love beauty.
We love a strong look.
We love a strong look. We love a strong eye. We love a strong lip, and we can incorporate clean girl aesthetic in a way that makes it ours.
Yeah.
So I think that the trends are shifting in terms of appreciating individuality. So looking a little bit different than other people is kind of cool now. You kind of feel like you can express yourself in different ways, but equally, I think makeup and beauty is subjective, and you can play with it how you want.
I've got a word that you need to help me with, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I've got a 20-year-old daughter who, when she heard that Sheerluxe Middle East were on the show, she was like, "Oh my God, I want to work for them, blah, blah, blah." And that gives you an idea of just the influence that Sheerluxe is having around the world. Skinification. I haven't got a clue what that is. Can you help me out on what skinification is?
Yeah, so essentially, I mean, we love to create buzzwords in the world, don't we? We love to create a word, but skinification essentially means that it's skincare infused into your everyday products that are not necessarily skincare products. So your makeup products that have skincare benefits. So nowadays, we're seeing the rise of beauty brands really having not just like a foundation that, does great coverage, but also has skincare benefits and vitamin A, and it brightens your skin. So because consumers have information at the palm of their hands, so they need to be able to have a product that will compete with other products like very, very well. So if you're going to sell a product, you best believe your product needs to have all the benefits that other products can do. And if this product can, if a brand can achieve that, then why isn't your brand achieving it? You will fall behind. So just like the founder being the face of the brand and being on social media, if you're just present on social media, that's great, but it's not going to get you to where you want to be. You need to be front-facing for a lot of the times. Yeah.
Tamara, I want to know, what is it about the Korean skincare at the moment? Why is it on the rise and just keep rising? And are there particular brands that you would say are really forthcoming?
They just know their stuff. They just know their stuff. Korean skincare has been around for decades and decades, and they have the technology. It's not that they have the technology, but they're just so far advanced in their research, and you can see that across several different outlets and resources that they've just been so into it from the get-go. And the brands that they have, I mean, we're discovering it now as TikTok trends or trending products, but really, they've had this for years. They have the most beautiful.
Yeah, but can I also say, yes, they have amazing products, but also your ethnicity and genetics plays a big role in your.
Yes.
Just because you use Korean skincare products doesn't mean you will have their glass
absolutely.
skin. I mean,
Absolutely.
we black and brown people, we have the genetic advantage, so we are blessed also. I don't think it's all skincare. But also, you're seeing this new trend among celebrities of revealing some of the treatments they've had done. For example, Kylie Jenner spoke about the specifications of her breast implants, and that led out a whole avalanche of celebrities saying, "Oh, I had this done, I had that done."
Yeah.
But also, they're not revealing 100% of the things they've had done. It's not just the kind of serum you're using. You've also had a facelift and a nose job.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I feel like there's not 100% transparency from celebrities.
I agree with that 100%. So with Korean skincare, I find that the products are really strong, and that's why I think they've gained so much traction, because they've been so well liked, and the products are amazing. I personally love Anua. I love Dr. Althea. There's so many products from the Korean skincare that's really good. But like you said, yes, that has to be coupled with understanding who you are and your skin type, and your ethnicity does play a role as well, of course. And then also the tweakments, as you said. So
Tweakments, I like that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what, I mean, you were talking about trends earlier, and tweakments is something that people are now really gravitating towards. It's like not the major things, but small, tiny little touch-ups that really make you feel lifted, but you don't know why that person looks better or fresher, or they look like they've had 10 hours sleep. So yeah, it does play a role together, absolutely.
Tamara, the guru of skincare. Thank you so much. Stick around. We'd love to have you now, but we're going to concentrate now.
I ask more.
I know, right? There's so
Happy
much.
to chat. Honestly, I could chat beauty all day. I literally could chat it all day. Yeah.
Another show.